Hey guys, what's going on? This video won't be too long. It's just to let you know, hey, there's been a couple little developments as far as WWE goes in the past week. Now, first of all, I want to say I don't know why they didn't announce this on Raw, or on SmackDown for that matter. They announced it on social media, on the website, and that was about it. It's old news now because I waited a couple days to talk about it. But it's the 1-2-3 punch. SmackDown's moving to Tuesdays. It's going to be live, and they are in fact doing the brand split again. Now this is one of those announcements that brings more questions than answers, really. What are they going to do with the titles? What are they going to do with the GM situation? Are we going to have the world champion on both shows? Who's going to control the draft? The draft is apparently taking place on the 11th. The first live SmackDown's going to be on the 19th, if I have those dates correctly. I've got nothing in front of me. This is just a ramble. I think it's cool. I'm going to go on record right now as saying what I think they should do. Have the world champion on both shows. Have the US title on one show, have the Intercontinental title on the other show. Now, that leaves you with 3 divisions. Leaves you with the tag team division, the women's division, and the cruiserweight division once that tournament is over. Take 2 of those divisions, make them specific to a show, have the third division be across both shows. For example, if the tag team champions were on both shows, make the women's division exclusive to Raw, make the cruiserweight division exclusive to SmackDown, the way it was in the last debate. Or if you want to have the women, because we've had such a push on the women's division recently, have the women's champion on both shows, cool, go with that. Have the cruiserweight title exclusive to Raw, have the tag team division exclusive to SmackDown. The reason I say this is because those head titles, the world title, I would probably more lean towards the women's title actually, you are the absolute best of whatever, best male, best female, king and queen of the WWE, if you will. They should be represented on both shows. At the same time, if you want to have a convincing division, you have to have Raw be able to say, we have this, you won't see this on SmackDown, this is why you need to watch Raw. And so does SmackDown. They could play it up as, you know what, if you like cruiserweights, if you like high-flying action, come to Raw, where we have our cruiserweight division. If you've been a long-standing fan of tag team wrestling, you want to see what we're going to do next with the tag team division, you need to watch SmackDown. Both of those shows need to have something that the other show doesn't have. So there needs to be something specific to each brand. Now, the secondary titles, there's 2 of them, so obviously each one goes to each show. The World Champion, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, needs to be on both shows. I am going to sit here in this chair and shit a brick if they bring back another world title. You guys know how I felt about this for a long, long, long time. If you are a world champion, that is you being able to say that you are the best. If there are 2 people equally able to call them the best, then neither one of them are truly the best. If you have 2 world titles, then neither one of them mean anything. That's my personal opinion. Other than that, I think it's going to be great. I think the fact that SmackDown is finally not going to be taped is great. I think if they were going to do the brand split, they couldn't do the brand split if it wasn't hand in hand with SmackDown also being live. Because there's way too many things that make it not able to... It underscores that it's the secondary show and Raw is the flagship show, so where's the competition there? It makes people not want to watch it. Here's the deal. Here's the snowball that happened before. Spoilers went out on SmackDown, so people find out what happened on SmackDown on Tuesday, they don't watch SmackDown on Thursday or Friday, and because nobody's watching, WWE decides they don't do anything on SmackDown, which repeats the cycle. Why would I watch? Why would I watch? I already know what happened. Why would I watch? So you couldn't reattempt the brand split without making SmackDown live. I like that a lot. That part of it is fucking great. I've heard rumors that they're gonna break down NXT and sort of make NXT the first hour of Raw, so that Raw is 2 hours, SmackDown's 2 hours, and NXT gets the first hour of Raw. I don't like that at all. Leave it on the network. Leave it at Full Sail, leave it as its own thing. If they do it any other way, it's fucking retarded. If they randomly shove people from NXT into the draft for Raw and SmackDown because they didn't have any other creative ways to bring them on board the main roster, that's a huge fail on WWE's part, in my opinion. Excuse me. Now, what I'm really here to talk to you about, what does this mean for my channel? If any of you were actually wondering that. You guys know my shtick has been for a long time. I review Raw. I've been reviewing NXT pretty heavily recently. I try to review SmackDown. You guys know a lot in the past couple of months I've fallen off doing SmackDown because right now NXT and SmackDown are on the same night. There are other people that live with me that are musicians that practice a couple nights a week. So as far as getting 2 shows digested in a night, popping out 2 separate reviews, because my NXT reviews apparently get a lot of feedback, but SmackDown not so much. And when I was doing them together, if you all remember the series that I tried last year called The Fights on Wednesday Night, which was one singular NXT and SmackDown review, got mixed reviews as well. Here, and then I have the other ongoing series, obviously. For the foreseeable future, I will not be reviewing any more SmackDowns between now and when this brand split happens, which is only a couple of weeks, I think. I will still be reviewing Raw, I will still be reviewing NXT on their respective nights. I will be reviewing SmackDown live once it goes live. A lot of the other series type videos I do, the tackle videos that I do with Guapo and Kristen, the Ask the Phoenix, which I just did last night, so go check it out. I did Ask the Phoenix. Will probably be bumped to Thursday, or if it gets to a point where in the brand split there's definitely one weaker show than the other, I may go at it from a mentality of, say, Raw is the weaker show. I may move those series into the Raw spot so that I review Raws, but if it's a Raw where one of those other things is also happening, Raw might fall off that week. I don't quite know. But for right now, foreseeable future on this channel, there's not going to be very many additional topic videos on this channel, because 4 nights of recording in a row is a lot. I know there's some guys that record every day. I'm not trying to compete with anybody, but 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 1 hour of NXT. The one thing I do like is that it's not on the same night as NXT anymore. So I can digest one show a night. It's not as if I have to jump out of NXT mode, jump into SmackDown mode, and keep going, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it all the best I can on this channel. I'm not going to exhaust myself. If I decide that it's too much, something will go. One of the reviews will go. Ask the Phoenix is staying. The tackle videos with Guapo and Kristen and whoever else wants to tag along with us on those are staying. They're not going anywhere. If the solid 6 hours of television that I'm trying to review over the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, after the change takes place, seems to be a bit much or puts a dent in other things that I'm doing, one of the reviews might go. Hopefully, if that is the case, it won't happen until long after the draft, so that we see, hey, SmackDown's a lot better than Raw. Maybe I'll drop Raw for a while. But for right now, we are going on this channel, a 3/4 day recording schedule. I really hope not to drop as much as I possibly can. There's no guarantees. Obviously, life gets in the way. Thank you for your guys' continued support and feedback and all that sort of thing. Thanks for the questions for the last Q&A. Please go toss your questions over onto the next one. And please put down in the box here below your thoughts on the brand split, on SmackDown going live, on SmackDown getting its own roster, SmackDown being on Tuesday nights. What are your thoughts on WWE giving us 3 straight days of television with no break? Throw all your comments down in the box below. If you want, toss down in the box below how you want them to handle this draft. If I get enough feedback and comments like that, I may do a follow-up video to this one with some of the comments that you guys share. But hey, that's up to you, and that's what's going on in this channel for the foreseeable future. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation. Keep all these conversations going. Don't be a stranger. I will talk to each and every last one of you a lot. Next time. Talk to you. Bye.